Picture this. You're standing on a pristine Mediterranean beach in Egypt, but this isn't your typical Red Sea resort destination. JAZ Elite Crystal Almaza Bay sits tucked away in the exclusive Almaza Bay development along Egypt's northern coastline, where the Mediterranean meets luxury in ways that might surprise you. This five-star property belongs to the JAZ Hotel's portfolio, and from the moment you arrive, it becomes clear that someone put serious thought into creating something special here. The resort sprawls across landscape gardens that seem almost too perfect to be real, with pathways winding between modern buildings that catch the coastal breeze just right. What makes this place particularly intriguing is its location within a gated community, creating an almost private resort feel that you don't find everywhere along this stretch of coast. But the real question is whether all this exclusivity translates into an experience worth the premium price tag. When it comes to accommodations, JAZ Elite Crystal doesn't mess around with cramped quarters or cookie-cutter designs. The deluxe rooms clock in at around 45 square meters, which might not sound massive until you realize how cleverly the space is utilized. These rooms feature an open-plan layout that makes everything feel significantly larger, with floor-to-ceiling windows that flood the space with natural light during the day. The color scheme leans heavily into coastal themes, with neutral tones accented by ocean blues, creating an atmosphere that's both calming and sophisticated. Each room comes with either king or twin bed configurations, and the balconies or terraces offer either garden views that showcase the resort's impressive landscaping or partial sea views that give you glimpses of the Mediterranean beyond. What's particularly clever is how the designers incorporated Egyptian design elements without going overboard with the theming, creating spaces that feel authentically local while maintaining international luxury standards. The junior suites step things up considerably, offering around 55 square meters of space with a separate sitting area that makes these perfect for longer stays, or anyone who needs a bit more room to spread out. The enhanced bathroom facilities include bathtubs, which might seem like a small detail, but becomes incredibly appealing after long days exploring the coastline or lounging on the beach. These suites typically come with sea views, and the vantage point from higher floors can be genuinely breathtaking, especially during sunset hours when the Mediterranean takes on those golden hues that photographers dream about. For families or groups, the family suites expand to around 70 square meters with 2 bedrooms, plus a lounge and dining space, accommodating up to 5 people without anyone feeling cramped. The attention to detail in these larger accommodations includes thoughtful touches like multiple charging stations, ample closet space, and seating areas positioned to take advantage of the best views. But here's where things get interesting. The rooms vary slightly depending on which building wing you're assigned to, and some guests report that corner rooms offer particularly spectacular panoramic views that aren't always reflected in the booking descriptions. Dining at this resort tells a story of ambitious culinary vision meeting practical resort logistics, and the results are more complex than you might expect. The main buffet restaurant, aptly named Crystal, serves as the heart of the dining operation with international cuisine that spans continents while maintaining a strong focus on Egyptian specialties. The breakfast spread deserves particular mention, featuring everything from traditional Middle Eastern offerings to continental favorites, though some guests note that the variety can feel limited compared to larger resort properties. What makes the dining experience particularly engaging are the live cooking stations where chefs prepare pasta dishes and grilled items to order, creating an interactive element that elevates the typical buffet experience. The themed dinner nights, including popular barbecue evenings, add variety to the week-long stays that many guests prefer at this type of destination. The restaurant's design cleverly incorporates both indoor seating with air conditioning and outdoor terraces that overlook the pool and garden areas, allowing diners to choose their preferred ambiance based on weather and mood.
The specialty restaurant Mediterraneo takes a different approach entirely, focusing on fine dining with Mediterranean cuisine that emphasizes fresh seafood and Italian preparations. Reservations are typically required here, and the more intimate setting creates a completely different dining experience from the main buffet.
The Italian pastas and pizzas are made fresh daily, and the seafood platters showcase the best of what the Mediterranean has to offer, though prices here reflect the upscale positioning. What's particularly interesting is how the restaurant manages to source quality ingredients in this relatively remote location, suggesting strong supplier relationships that many comparable resorts struggle to maintain. The poolside Azure Lounge Bar serves cocktails and light snacks throughout the day, with bartenders who seem genuinely enthusiastic about crafting creative drinks rather than just pouring standard resort cocktails. The bar's positioning offers perfect views of both the pool activities and the gardens beyond, making it an ideal spot for afternoon relaxation or evening socializing. However, service speed can vary significantly during peak times, and some guests report longer wait times than expected during busy dinner hours. The pool and beach facilities reveal where JAZ Elite Crystal really begins to shine, starting with 2 large outdoor pools that cater to different preferences and age groups. The main pool area buzzes with activity throughout the day, while a dedicated kids pool zone keeps families happy without overwhelming other guests seeking quieter relaxation. What sets these pools apart is their integration with the surrounding landscape design, creating natural feeling spaces that don't scream typical resort pool deck. The poolside service includes attentive staff who seem to anticipate needs before guests even realize what they want, from fresh towels to perfectly timed drink refills. The real star, however, is the private beach access within the gated Almaza Bay community. This isn't just marketing speak. The beach genuinely feels exclusive, with several hundred meters of pristine sandy coastline that rarely feels crowded even during peak season. The sand quality is exceptional, fine, and white in a way that makes barefoot walking a pleasure rather than a necessity.
Beach activities extend beyond simple sunbathing, with water sports equipment available for rent, including snorkeling gear, kayaks, and windsurfing equipment. The hotel's concierge can arrange these activities, and the staff members who handle water sports seem genuinely knowledgeable about local conditions and safety considerations. What's particularly appealing is how the beach setup balances organized activities with plenty of space for guests who prefer to simply claim a spot and relax undisturbed. The beach bars and service points are strategically positioned to provide convenience without disrupting the natural beauty of the coastline. Swimming conditions vary seasonally, but the protected bay location generally offers calmer waters than more exposed Mediterranean beaches. The sunset views from the beach area are genuinely spectacular, with unobstructed horizons that create those Instagram-worthy moments that guests remember long after returning home. Some guests report that beach chair availability can become competitive during peak hours, suggesting that early morning claims might be wise for prime positioning. Activities at JAZ Elite Crystal extend well beyond the typical resort offerings, starting with a fitness center that's surprisingly well equipped for a property of this size. The gym features modern cardio equipment including treadmills and cross trainers, plus free weights and multi-gym machines that would satisfy serious fitness enthusiasts. What's particularly noteworthy is the occasional offering of group classes like yoga and Pilates, though these depend on guest demand and instructor availability rather than running on a fixed schedule. The resort's location within Almaza Bay provides unique opportunities for exploration beyond the property boundaries, with walking and jogging paths that wind through the greater development area. For guests interested in cultural experiences, the hotel can arrange excursions to nearby historical sites and local markets, though these require advanced planning and coordination through the concierge services. Water sports instruction is available for guests who want to try windsurfing or improve their skills, with local instructors who understand Mediterranean conditions and safety requirements. Evening entertainment varies seasonally, but typically includes live music performances near the main restaurant and bar areas, creating ambient atmosphere without overwhelming conversation. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our Best Hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.